President Trump has thrown a hand grenade into the global economy. He just announced a wave of new tariffs. These tariffs are taxes on goods from other countries. Trump says it's to protect American jobs, but many experts disagree. They say these tariffs will hurt everyone. Global stock markets are already reacting negatively. This is especially true in Asia. Asian economies rely heavily on trade. These new tariffs threaten that trade. The tariffs will make goods from China, Japan, and other Asian countries more expensive. This could hurt demand for these products. Investors are worried. They are selling their stocks. This is causing a major slump in Asian markets. Asian stock markets are in freefall. This is a direct response to Trump's tariff announcement. The Nikkei 225 in Japan is down sharply. The ASX 200 in Australia is also down. China's Shanghai Composite Index has taken a big hit. Investors are fleeing for safety. They are worried about a trade war. The Hang Seng Index in Hong Kong is down even more. Taiwan's stock market is also feeling the pain. Across Asia, the mood is grim. These tariffs are a major blow to the global economy. Investors are bracing for a rough ride. Let's look at some specific numbers. The Nikkei 225 in Japan has plunged by nearly 9%. That's a massive drop in a single day. It shows how worried investors are. The ASX 200 in Australia is down 4%. That's a significant decline for a market that is usually considered stable. These are not just numbers on a screen. These drops represent real losses for investors, pension funds, retirement accounts. People's hard-earned savings are taking a hit, and it's all because of a trade war that no one wants. China is also feeling the heat. The Shanghai Composite Index is down over 6%. China is a major target of Trump's tariffs. The Chinese economy is heavily reliant on exports to the US. These tariffs could hurt Chinese businesses and cost jobs. The Chinese government is not taking this lying down. They have already announced retaliatory tariffs. This could escalate into a full-blown trade war. That would be bad news for everyone. The fear of a recession is real. Goldman Sachs, a major investment bank, says there's a 45% chance of a US recession within 12 months. JP Morgan, another big bank, puts the odds of a US and global recession at 60%. Those are scary numbers. A recession means job losses. It means businesses closing. It means economic hardship for millions. The tariffs imposed by Trump are increasing the risk of this happening. We could be on the brink of a global economic slowdown. Section 6. Experts sound the alarm. Economists and market analysts are sounding the alarm. They are warning that these tariffs are a huge mistake. They say that tariffs will lead to higher prices for consumers. This will hurt demand and slow economic growth. Some experts believe that Trump's tariffs are based on flawed logic. They argue that tariffs are not the way to protect American jobs. In fact, they could end up hurting American workers. Section 7. Banking and metals hit hard. The tariffs are already having a negative impact on specific sectors. Banking stocks in Japan have plummeted. This is because banks are seen as particularly vulnerable in an economic downturn. Base metals, which are used in manufacturing, are also taking a hit. The price of copper, aluminum, and other metals has fallen sharply. This is a sign that investors are worried about the impact of the tariffs on global trade. Section 8. Asia's economic engine stuttering. Asia has been the engine of global economic growth for decades, but the tariffs imposed by Trump threaten to derail that growth. Asian economies are heavily reliant on exports. These tariffs will make it more expensive for Asian countries to sell their goods abroad. This could lead to a sharp slowdown in economic activity across the region. Section 9. A looming global crisis. The situation is serious. Trump's tariffs have created a climate of fear and uncertainty in the global economy. Asian markets are crashing. Investors are panicking. Experts are warning of a recession. The world is waiting to see how this will play out. Will Trump back down from his tariff threats? Will China retaliate? Will other countries get dragged into a trade war? The stakes are high. The future of the global economy hangs in the balance.